Imprisoned former guy's exec Allen Weisselberg just hit the former guy with a serious charge. Prosecutors in Manhattan are threatening to file new charges in opposition to jailed former Guy organization CFO Allen Weisselberg. A section of a ploy to get him to hand over even extra information, suggested the New York Times on Thursday. Mr. Weisselberg, the Trump Organization's former chief monetary officer, is already serving a 5-month sentence in the Rikers Island prison, complicated after pleading responsible to unrelated tax fraud charges. While he testified in opposition to the organization at its trial on the identical charges remaining year, he has for years refused to flip on the former guy directly, said Ben Protas, William Kerr Ashbaum and Jonah E. Bromwich. But as the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin L. Bragg jumpstarts his office's effort to indict the former guy, his prosecutors are using the prospect of extra charges to exert leverage over Mr. Weisselberg, the Humans with Understanding of the Matter said. The possible charges, which prosecutors conveyed to the former executive's felony crew this week, core on insurance plan fraud and might lead to an extensive jail sentence for Mr. Weisselberg, who is 75. Allen Weisselberg, the longtime Trump Organization chief monetary officer, who is presently serving a 5-month jail sentence on tax fraud charges, ought to end up dealing with new crook charges from Manhattan prosecutors who have renewed efforts to take a look at whether or not the former guy ought to face an indictment of his own. Weisselberg pleaded responsible ultimate years to tax fraud charges and later testified in opposition to the organization, the place he has labored for most of his grown-up life. But at the identical time he has refused to provide proof and position to the former guy, his longtime boss. According to the New York Times, Weisselberg might discover himself in criminal jeopardy once again at the palms of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, who has revived a long moribund investigation into repayments the former guy eponymous business enterprise financed to grown-up movie famous person Stormy Daniels. A petition opposing the former guy's 2024 presidential bid from a revolutionary Christian group shaped to oppose the religious right has obtained more than 20,000 signatures online. The petition was once created via Faithful America, a team established in 2004, which claims to be the largest online neighborhood of Christians inserting belief into motion for social justice. As of 7:00 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday morning, it had been signed via 20,723 people, surpassing the unique intention of 200. The Daily Show's Jordan Klepper published some other of his movies on the exhibit this week. However, in a CNN interview with Jim Acosta, he uncovered MAGA followers that had been very confused at the latest event. While there was the standard denialism round the former guy being out of office, what was once dramatically exceptional is that the attendees at the current match could not apprehend why it wasn't a big rally as it normally is. And what was it like, I suggest, when you had been there? You know, the former guy is speaking about these smaller gatherings as if it is a plus. You know, we recognize the former guy and how he likes giant crowd sizes, and we do not want to go down that road. However, what is your feel of how his campaign is shaping up so far? Requested a call.